boys and girls. It's Miss H. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're going outside and playing. I hope you're doing some of your schoolwork. And I hope you're earning those BARK tickets. Even though you're not at school, you still have to try and earn those BARK tickets. So today, Miss H is going to read you a story. It is called The Greedy Triangle. And what I would like for you to do is let's make a prediction of what we think this book will be about. Okay, we'll take a quick picture walk and see if we can figure it out. All right, got ourselves a triangle there. Some triangles still. I see all kinds of shapes. The book is very colorful. Oh, I see some other shapes in here. Oh, here's the triangle. Here's another shape. Oh, I wonder. And I see some more shapes and some other things going on the page. Do you see? Oh, here's something. Here's some more shapes again. I'm not seeing that triangle anymore. Oh, here's some more shapes. I'm wondering. And some more shapes. And some more shapes. Still no triangle though. And some more shapes. Look at this one. This one's kind of, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, and there's some more shapes and some more shapes. Huh. I don't know. You getting it? Think about your prediction. Oh, and there's even more shapes. There's a different kind of shape right there. Oh, and some more yet. Oh, and look. Here's our triangle back. It's at the end. There's some more shapes. And even some more. This almost looks like the beginning of the book. And that's the end. So what do you think, boys and girls? What do you think this book is about? Make your prediction. I have mine. Do you have yours? Can't wait to see if we're right. We'll find out at the end. So this is The Greedy Triangle. It's written by Marilyn Burns. Marilyn Burns is the author. That means she wrote the story. She's also the lady whose program I teach right at Stern School. And it's illustrated by Gordon Silveria. Illustrated. What does that mean? You're right. He made the pictures. You guys are so smart. All right, let's read the book and see what's going on. The Greedy Triangle. I'm going to read it to you and then I'll show you the pictures, okay? Once there was a triangle that was, as most triangles are, always busy. The triangle spent its time holding up roofs, supporting bridges, making music in a symphony orchestra, catching the wind for sailboats, being slices of pie, and halves of sandwiches, and much, much more. There's the triangle. There he is as a sailboat, and a sandwich, and a pie, and a house. The triangle's favorite thing, however, was to slip into place when people put their hands on their hips. That way, I always hear the greatest news, it said, which I can tell my friends. The triangle's friends liked hearing the news. There he is. With the hand on the hip. Do you do that? Miss H does sometimes too. And there's his friends, enjoying all the stories that he's telling. One day, the triangle began to feel dissatisfied. Oh, that's such a big word. Dissatisfied. What do you think that means? You're right. He's not happy about anything. I'm tired of doing the same old things, it grumbled. There must be more to life. So the triangle went to the local shapeshifter. How may I help you? The shapeshifter asked the triangle. I think if I had just one more side and one more angle, said the triangle, my life would be more interesting. That's easy to do, said the shapeshifter. Poof! And the shapeshifter turned the triangle into a quadrilateral. And there he is, talking to the shapeshifter. And there he is. Do you see a quadrilateral on this page? If you said right here, you were right. Quadrilateral means 4 sides. And there's definitely 4 sides on that. We call that a square. And it's a quadrilateral. Nice job. Life changed in a wonderful way. The quadrilateral was happy with all the things it learned it could do. The quadrilateral could be a baseball diamond, first or second or third base. It could take a position on a checkerboard or a chessboard. It could be a television screen, a computer screen, a movie screen. It could be a window frame. It could be a frame for a picture. It could be so much more. And there he is. Behind a TV and a picture frame. And see him on the checkerboard or on the floor. See, if I turned it, it would still be a triangle. A square. The quadrilateral's favorite thing, however, was to be the pages of a book. I can learn so many interesting stories that way, it said, which I can tell my friends. The quadrilateral's friends liked hearing the stories. There he is as a book, learning all those stories. And there he is telling his friends, and his friends really liked it. But one day, the quadrilateral began to be dissatisfied. There's that word again. I'm tired of doing the same old things, it grumbled. There must be more to life. So the quadrilateral went back to the shapeshifter. How may I help you now? The shapeshifter asked the quadrilateral. My life would be more interesting, I think, if I had one more side and one more angle. Well, that's easy to do, said the shapeshifter, and poof! The shapeshifter turned the quadrilateral into a pentagon. Do we know what a pentagon is, boys and girls? There he is talking to the shapeshifter. And there he is as a pentagon. Right there. How many sides is that? 5. Nice job. Pentagon. Penta means 5. Life changed in a wonderful way. The pentagon was happy with all the new things it could do. On a baseball diamond, the pentagon could be home plate. It could be a section of a soccer ball, or appear inside whenever somebody drew a 5-pointed star. The pentagon's favorite thing, however, was to be the headquarters of the United States military near Washington, D.C. I hear all the top secrets that way, it said. It's too bad I can't tell them to my friends. The pentagon's friends couldn't help feeling left out. There he is on a soccer ball, and see inside the star of the inside the star? Yeah. And here he is as the pentagon. Now, why do you think he couldn't tell his friends the top secret stories? You're right, because they're top secret. Tell top secret things to our friends. After a while, it seemed to pass slowly for the pentagon, and it became dissatisfied. Again, there's that word. I'm tired of doing the same old things. It grumbled. There must be more to life. So the pentagon went back to the shapeshifter. So you're here again, the shapeshifter said to the pentagon. Now what would you like? I think if I had just one more side and one more angle, said the pentagon, my life would be more interesting. Well, that's easy to do, said the shapeshifter, and poof! The shapeshifter turned the pentagon into a hexagon. There he is talking to the shapeshifter. And there he is. Here he was as the pentagon. Here he's shape-shifting, and now he's a hexagon. So how many sides does he have? You're right, he has 6. Life changed again in a wonderful way. The hexagon was happy with all the new things it could do. The hexagon fit in as floor tiles in houses and patios, fancy crackers at parties and picnics. It worked as a socket for certain bolts and prongs of certain wrenches. The hexagon's favorite thing, however, was to be the cell of a beehive. I love watching the bees as they buzz in and out, the hexagon said. I spent so much time in the beehive, it was too busy to talk to his friends. The friends missed the hexagon and couldn't help feeling ignored. There he is all those things. And there he is as a cell in a beehive. See him right there in the middle? Yeah, he really liked that. I think it would be cool to be in a beehive. Again and again, the shapeshifter became restless, dissatisfied, and unhappy with its life. Again and again, it returned to the shapeshifter for more sides and more angles. The shapeshifter agreed to turn it into one shape after another. A heptagon. Who remembers what number we're on? 7. Nice job. An octagon. Let me give you a hint. It's the shape of a stop sign. You're right. 8 sides. A nonagon. It's 9 sides. A decagon. It's 10 sides. And on and on. Finally, the shape had many, many sides and many, many angles. Its sides were so small, it had trouble balancing. Its friends couldn't tell which side it was on and began to avoid him. There he is, changing into all those sides we talked about. The nonagon, the decagon, yeah. And there he is. Look at his friends in the background. They're going away. But if you could see, he almost looks like a circle, but he's really not. He has flat sides all over him. One day, when the shape was going down a hill, it began to roll. Faster and faster it went, screeching around corners and crashing in the fences and trees, colliding with bicycles and terrifying walkers. At last, the shape came to a stop. It felt tired and dizzy and lonely and sad. Here he is, rolling down the hill. And there he is at the bottom. He doesn't look very happy, does he? He does not. Enough, thought the shape. I don't know which side is up. I can't keep my balance. My friends don't want me around. The shape could no longer remember why it had been so unhappy as a triangle. Very carefully, it made its way back to the shapeshifter. Aren't you happy yet? The shapeshifter asked. I want to be a triangle again, said the shape. I'm not surprised, said the shapeshifter. Poof! The shapeshifter turned the shape back into a triangle. There he is, searching out the shapeshifter. And there's the shapeshifter transforming him back into a triangle. He's got a smile on his face now. I think he might be a little happier, don't you? The triangle was delighted to have its old shape back again and keep itself very busy. Once again, it held up roofs, supported bridges, made music in a symphony orchestra, caught the wind of the sailboats, and became slices of pie, halves of sandwiches, and much, much more. Just like the beginning, right? There he is, his pie and sandwiches. You see him as a sailboat back there, holding up bridges and being houses. Still, the triangle's favorite thing was to slip into place when people put their hands on their hips. That way, I always hear the latest news, it said, which I can tell my friends. Its friends liked hearing the news, and were glad the triangle was back into shape again. There he is, hands on his hip. She has one too. And there he is, telling his friends all about the latest news. And they're happy again. And there, my friends, that's the end. So, what do you think? Was your picture walk correct? Was your prediction right? Mine wasn't, but that's okay. That's why they call it a prediction. It doesn't always have to be right, but was yours right? I'm sure it was. So what do you think the story was about? It was a triangle that just wasn't happy with himself, was it? So there's a lesson to be learned there, boys and girls. Remember, just be the beautiful you that you are. Being something else, it's not always what you think it's going to be. Just be you. Because you guys are great. So let's see. Miss H wants to throw out a challenge. Looks like it's a beautiful day outside. And even if you can't get outside, inside's fine too. Grab yourself a piece of paper and a pencil. Walk around the house or the yard and draw all the shapes that you find. And save it. for when you see Miss H at school. I would love to see what you saw. It'll get you outside and up and moving around, which is a good thing. All right, boys and girls, you stay safe, be happy, go outside and play, and listen to whoever's taking care of you. We're all having a hard time. It's okay. We'll get through it together. Okay. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.